All right, guys, let's get into it. So, remember how a few problems ago I introduced you guys to a formula on how to find the percentage of a number? It equals to the number times its percent. Well, in this case, we're going to be using that same formula, but we don't want to find the percentage of that number. It's already given to us. We want to find that number itself before I apply the percent to it. So it says a medium-sized company reported that it had to cut its workforce back to 70% of what it was last year. If it has 63 workers now, how many did it have a year ago? And I'm going to bring back up that formula again. The percent of a number equals to the total amount of people. I'm going to use people. I could also use objects as well, times the percentage. And it must be in decimal form. So the question asks, how many did it have a year ago? Well, that's what we're looking for. The only thing that we know in this case is that I had to cut the workforce back to 70%. And the outcome of that is 63. So therefore, my decimal 70% can be written as 0.70, which I'm going to write down here. Put some more space. 0.70. And I know 70% of the workforce last year equals to 63. So what was the total amount of people that I had to cut my workforce down to 70%, which equals to 63 people? How do I go about that? Set that up as an equation. I can say 63 equals to, well, I'm going to call this x, because that is unknown, and x times 0.70. So 0.70x. And x is going to represent the total amount of people that I have. To get x by itself, I want to divide both sides by 0.70. So 63 divided by 0.70. Let's see what that is. And that equals to 90. So therefore, x equals to 90 people. So last year, the workforce had 90 people. And that is my answer. Once again, the reason why I did it in this format is because I was given the percentage and it told me in the question, after my percent has been applied, what the new amount is going to be, the percent of the number, which is 63. Therefore, I had to find the total amount of people, or we can say the original number. So therefore, we can give us a new formula to this, which I'm going to do. We can say that the new number, the new total, equals to the original total times the percentage. Let's copy down this formula as well. That's basically matching the one that I gave up there. And then I can also say from this formula, which I'm going to scoot over to the right side, that the original total equals to the new total divided by the percentage, as we did in this part right here, highlighted in blue, to find the original total. So put those in your notes as well. I'm going to put a check mark to everything you should have in your notes. Have this in your notes, have that in your notes. This should be in your notes from earlier. Have this formula in your notes. Also understand how to do this. And this formula we went over just in the previous question, have all that in your notes. It's very essential that you have these things in your notes and you practice with these questions. All right, guys, that is it for this video. Hope you found it useful, and I'll see you guys soon. Take care.